Hello everybody, Maven here. Today we are playing on Prismatic Hunter with a melee build focused around the exotic class item. So for those who didn't see my theory crafting, build crafting video I put out a couple weeks ago where I was going over a million different combinations you can do with the exotic class item, my theory as to the best combination you can have on Hunter was Caliban's hand with Synthoceps, and that is exactly what we are using today. Those pair very nastily together. Is nastily even a word? I don't know, but let's break down the build. Hope you enjoy. So let's take a look here at our brand new Relativism exotic class item. We have Spirit of Caliban, so powered melee final blows, trigger, and ignition. And then Spirit of Synthoceps improves melee damage when you are surrounded. So the idea of this build is that we want to use combination blow in conjunction with Gambler's Dodge to have infinite powered melees so we can trigger infinite ignitions. So combination blow gives you a stacking melee damage bonus. A quick Google search shows that at maximum stacks, which is 3 stacks, you get 256% melee damage. I don't know if that's like true. I've never actually tested out the damage numbers myself thoroughly, but hey, we're just gonna say 256% damage, and then also it refunds your class ability energy, which allows you to Gambler's Dodge, get it back, and then you can just chain Gambler's Dodge combination blow back and forth infinitely so long as you pick up final blows. And then we can pair that bonus 256% melee damage, allegedly, in quotation marks, along with the Synthoceps, which when you're surrounded, it gives you plus 165% melee damage. So you can see in the background gameplay what we're doing, just dodge and punching, dodge and punching. Our punches are very strong. Every time an enemy dies, it causes a solar ignition. And then we proceed to go invisible because we are using the aspect Stylish Executioner. And I'm telling you right now, guys, Stylish Executioner is absolutely insane on Prismatic Hunter because it feels like no matter what you do, like every single thing you do in this video game is going to make you invisible. It's very, very potent. But anyways, on top of our Synthos and combination blow damage stacking, there's also Transcendence. We can become Transcendent. That boosts our ability energy to make our combination blow hit a little bit harder. But one thing I will say is that I do not believe all these things stack how they stack in our head. I don't think they actually work the way we want them to, because it doesn't feel like it's hitting as hard as I would imagine the 256% plus 165% plus Transcendent would. I feel like Bungie probably expected this was going to be insane, so I feel like they made it a little bit lesser. I don't know to what degree. We'll have to test it more when the final shape drops. And yes, I know this build could have been stronger if I was using a 1-2 punch shotgun, but I wasn't using it at the moment. I apologize, but it felt like I was able to one-shot Knights and Wizards and like anything red bar and like really chunk those orange bars, but it really didn't feel too good against those yellow bars. So with this build, you're 100% going to want Tractor Cannon with the 1-2 punch shotgun. That's going to make this build hit a lot harder. Now, to all of you new players out there, fun fact, but this build is nothing new. It's already existed before back on the Arc subclass along with the Assassin's Cowl exotic helmet, because you would have the infinite combination blows, but you would also have lethal current. So you'll have extended melee lunge range, and also you're going to cause jolt. And that was very, very strong because your powered melee final blows will make you invisible and heal you with the Assassin's Cowl, but also the jolt applied from the lethal current. If that picks up a kill on a target, you would also go invisible and heal yourself. It was very, very strong. Still one of the strongest and most underused builds in the game right now, in my opinion. But this build on Prismatic works the same exact way, except instead of jolting, Caliban is causing solar ignitions. Now, which one is stronger, ignitions or jolting? Well, in my personal opinion, I think the jolting is stronger. The ignitions feel like they aren't as strong as normal ignitions for some reason. It feels like their radius isn't as good and they're not hitting as hard. They're still good though. They're still very, very good for ad clear. You can see every time that I dodge and punch a target, you see like this animation on the floor of like this orange ring that extends out. And then after like a second delay, then the ignition happens. So you would think the delay is actually bad, but it's actually a good thing. Same thing with lethal current. There's also a delay. It's actually a good thing because that allows you a moment to actually hit your Gambler's Dodge to get back your combination blow charge before it kills all the enemies around you. But you don't have to worry, it's still incredibly strong for ad clear, as you can tell by the gameplay. It's just at the moment, the way I'm using it right now, and the way I don't have like tractor cannon and a 1-2 punch shotgun, the build seems just okay. But once I actually perfect it and use the right stuff, I assure you it's going to be a heck of a lot stronger. It's just gonna have to compete with the old Arc Assassin's Cal build, so we might have to do a little head-to-head comparison in the future. But obviously some benefits the Prismatic version has is more variety in abilities. Like for our other aspect, I was using Gunpowder Gamble just for some better, damage output against the yellow bars and some more ad clear. But there's also the option of going with Winter Shroud or Threaded Spectre because, with Combination Blow and Gambler's Dodge, we're dodging like every 2 seconds, so we can like cause like a freezing little burst around us, or we can put up these strand clones everywhere. I didn't actually try the strand clones out, but that actually seems like it could be a lot of fun. And then the other benefit of Prismatic is that we have Grapple, which is insane because with the Caliban's hand, the grapple kills will also cause solar ignitions. And also the grapple punches are buffed by our Synthoceps and supposedly Combination Blow as well, which could be very strong with the 1-2 punch shotgun. But if you're worried that this build doesn't have any kind of like healing or survivability, then you don't have to worry because you have Facet of Purpose. Picking up an Orb of Power grants either Amplified, Restoration, Frost Armor, Woven Mail, or an Overshield based on the damage type of your equipped super. So you're just gonna run the heavy-handed perk on your gloves to make an Orb of Power on a powered melee final blow, pick that up immediately, and you can get your restoration or your overshields or whatever you want, and that should be very good for survivability, in addition to going invis with Stylish Executioner. And that about does it for the gist of this build. A little bit of a rough draft, so definitely gonna have to do some perfecting on your own time if you're planning on trying it out in the final shape. But for now, I would say it's not the sweatiest build in the world, but it's a monster at ad clear. Any kind of content you're doing that's heavy ad clear, this build can really put in the work, so give it a try. And that is going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Final Shape gameplay will be dropping daily on this channel, so make sure to subscribe if you are new, and drop a like and a comment if you enjoyed. And I'll see you in tomorrow's video.